Struggling with blood sugar levels, ready to shed those extra pounds effortlessly? Look no further. Sugar Defender, the #1 rated blood sugar formula, is here to transform your health and help you achieve your wellness goals. Click the link in the video description to get started with Sugar Defender today.
Jay Slater's heartbroken mom wept as she begged for help to find the missing British teenager. The 19-year-old has not been seen or heard from since he vanished in Tenerife on Monday. Worried mum Debbie Duncan said the past few days have been a living nightmare as she issued a tearful plea for help. She told ITN last night, "It's just an absolute living nightmare. It's like a dream, it's like it's not happening, it really is. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. I just want my baby back. Please, just anybody who can help just look for him. There's a massive area up there, massive. It's over 48 hours now since he last had any contact with anybody. He's out there somewhere, or somebody knows where he is. We just need to find my baby." Devastated mum Debbie flew to the island earlier this week as rescue crews stage a frantic round-the-clock search for Lancashire teen Jay. The massive search operation has entered its 4th day after the apprentice bricklayer disappeared on Monday while on holiday with 2 friends. He went to a rave on Sunday night before, with 2 men he'd met that evening. Jay was last heard from around 8:30 a.m. the next day when he called his friend Lucy Law after he missed the bus and was trying to walk back. He told her he was lost, needed a drink of water and had only 1% battery on his phone. Jay's phone then cut off, with his last location showing as the rural de Tenno Park, a mountainous area popular with hikers. Cops scoured the teen's hotel room in the tourist resort of Los Cristianos on Wednesday, where his distraught mum Debbie is waiting for news. Jay was sharing the room at a 3-star apartment complex with pal Brad, who he'd flown out with alongside friend Lucy, to go to Tenerife's New Generation Rave Festival. Police, who promised to keep an open mind about his disappearance yesterday, have scanned his accommodation for clues. But Jay's stricken mum, Debbie, said there was nothing untoward there. She explained, "Police have been into Jay's room today. I've been in his room as well. But everything of Jay's was neatly hung up. It's just a normal room and there's nothing untoward there." Yesterday, the mum shared a twisted Snapchat she was sent as she touched down in Tenerife on Tuesday, telling her to kiss goodbye to your son. She told ITN, "I got a Snapchat about 10 minutes after I got off the plane saying, 'Kiss goodbye to your boy. You're never going to see him again. He owes me a lot of money. I just think he's being held against his will. He's not a stupid lad. He wouldn't have gone walking down bloody mountains. There's a road there with tourists and buses and properties. He's not that daft." In the 3 days since Jay vanished, his heartbroken family have had to endure an onslaught of sick messages from trolls claiming to have kidnapped the teen. One even came from a so-called medium who claimed to know where Jay was and promised to tell his mum if she'd pay for their flights to Tenerife. Apprentice bricklayer Jay, from Oswaldtwistle in Lancashire, was booked on a flight back to the UK this morning. But Debbie, who has now been joined in Tenerife by Jay's dad Warren Slater, said she has his passport and isn't expecting him to reappear in time to catch his plane. Around 15 of Jay's family and friends have flown out to the Canary Island this week to help with the search. She has been staying at another apartment in the same complex Jay had booked into, although she is due to move to new accommodation on Thursday. Jay has been missing for 3 days now, after vanishing early on Monday morning. A Spanish Missing Persons Association has launched an appeal for help in finding him, dubbing his case one of high vulnerability. The non-profit has sounded the alarm in previous cases involving Brits and urged anyone with information to call the country's emergency number 112. Tragically valuable hours were wasted in the search on Wednesday when cops moved the operation to the other side of Tenerife after a false sighting. Mountain Rescue were told around midday to leave the hills where Jay was last seen and move to the southern tourist resorts of Los Cristianos and Playa de las Americas. The huge search operation was later moved back near the village of Masca in northwestern Tenerife after the report turned out to be false. The Jay Slater missing Facebook group, which